as I promised you, we have our guest here, and let me welcome her. She's in the person, Estella Kwanzaa. Hello, Estella.
Hello.
Yeah.
Patrick.
What did you say?
Pastor Patrick.
I knew you'd be confused how to call me. Either calling me Pastor Patrick, Mr. Patrick, or whatever. You've been or Teacher Patrick. I know you would be confused. But in fact, we are happy having you on this set.
I'm excited as well.
Okay. And so my audience would like to know who you are. Basically they should know who you are, your information. And so within some few minutes, can you tell us who you are? And that is all. You just tell us. Let's see.
Okay, so I'm Miss Estella Nanajo Adikwa Kwanzaa. I'm Miss Estella Nanajo Adikwa Kwanzaa, just to mention my name again. I'm 19 years of age. I'm a student of KNUST, studying Doctor of Optometry. I'm not yet a doctor, please.
Whoa!
I'm on the road to being one, yes, hopefully.
That is awesome. That is awesome. That is awesome. Okay, so how has it all been? For example, you getting on campus, being the first student. Now I think you are in your second year, I guess.
I'll be going to my second year next year.
So how has the journey been?
Okay, so let me clear my throat. The journey hasn't been an entirely easy one, honestly. It's been interesting. I mean, so many things. But all I can say is that the journey has been amazing. It's been awesome. I mean, it's been so God revealing. I'll explain that later.
Wow. Okay, so the way you mentioned God revealing, many a times when we are going to school and we are going to stay on campus, our parents will talk to us. They will tell us a lot of things that we need to do when we get on campus. And so what was that piece of advice? I know sometimes it is secretive, like it is secret to you, but we want to learn from you. Which advice did they give you that you think so far it has really helped you out on campus?
Okay, so there's one rule I go by. I mean, they gave me a lot of advices, like as he said, when you go, don't follow friends, know where you're coming from. I mean, so many good advices you can think of. But then I realized that they were pointing at one basic rule I go by in my whole educational life, and is God and books.
God and books. Wow, God and books. I wish in your lifetime you write a book entitled God and Books. Maybe you've not thought about it, but I'm telling you, so that when you are done, I'll be part of the franchise. God and Books. No, have you thought about it before? Like God and Books. It's a nice title. It's going to sell if you're able to write a book on this. God and Books. Wow. I think I have to also pick it up and do something with it. God and Books. God and Books. God and Books. Okay, so how are you balancing that on campus? God and Books.
Okay, thank you very much for that question. Okay, so God and books. Balancing it, I should state that, I mean, from the beginning of our talk, that it's not very easy. It's not easy at all, balancing God and books, because both issues or both things we are thinking about right now are really important factors in our lives as youth. So I think that what helped me most was prioritizing.
Okay.
So yes.
Okay.
I know I'm a Christian. No, I'm an individual. Before I became a Christian, before a student.
Okay.
And so knowing these things and planning my activities along the lines of this idea helped me balance well. For instance, I know that, I mean, when you go to school, they'll tell you that you came to school to learn and all the other things
that it has become like a chorus that we all hear all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
and so you're not supposed to be focusing too much on the God factor and all of that. I mean, one thing about me is when someone says something, I'm not quick to criticize.
Okay.
Because you know, one of the smartest things or ways to go about ideas is trying to look at it from the other person's point of view. Yes. So when you do that, you actually understand
why the person said that, and even the angle the person is coming from. Maybe the person might have had some experience which you have not gone through,
exactly,
so to say. And so paying attention and looking at it for the second time, and also looking at it through the lenses of the person, I think it helps for you to be able to assess the whole thing and to know whether you can internalize it in order to apply it into your life or not. Okay, that is a good thing.
Yeah. So I always made sure that I was putting God first in everything I was doing. So I was trying so much to focus on academics. The issue of relationships, I mean, friends, and all of that.
Yeah.
There was one thing I realized I was missing out on because I was God books, you understand? But
and I'm just wondering, how can you live your life God books? Because you live in, you know, we are, excuse my language, but we are social animals, and so we need people to survive.
Exactly.
Yes. And so how would you be able to make your life strictly to God books? Wow, that would be fascinating. I wish I was on campus with you to see that picture. I'm just struggling to allow my brain to put those pictures, graphics together to see how that life would be when you are living it.
Just God
books. So church books,
library.
So do you even smile with your colleagues? Do you even smile?
I do.
How many minutes do you? Because if it is God books, it will be like hi, finish. Then I'm just wondering.
You see,
okay.
On a more serious note, you know, when we speak of God, from the little I've come to know from the God I serve, I realize everything is basically encompassed in God.
Yeah.
And so when you say God books, you mean the relationships God encourages.
Okay.
As part of the God factor in books.
Okay. So it is not in isolation entirely from human beings. Because you might have a study group who also would have God factor in their thinking.
Exactly.
And so quickly it binds the two of you together. And since you have a common focus, a common goal, and common values, books, God. Okay.
Yes.
And that will indirectly it will build up your social relation with people. Then you will still be pursuing God books.
Yes.
Okay, that is fine.
So if you see the idea or the whole concept of relationship as encompassed in the God factor, you are good to go.
Then it means you're not going to miss out on anything.
Yes.
Yeah. Even though you would be keeping your books and God and those friendship and other aspect of, let me say, peripherals of all those things become a subset of what the main thing. Because the main thing gives branches to all these things. Because definitely you will study with people. And those people, so long as they also have that focus of pleasing God with their lives, automatically your life will just take that direction. And that will help you, since that is your intention. That is really wonderful and thoughtful of you as well. In fact, many people, it has become a notion out there. And I am not attempting to doubt it, because looking at the results, it's really affirming some sayings of people. It has become a saying that when people go to school, they come out being a different person or people. So you know the person being calm, cool. The person goes to school, comes back, and a whole different person. Sometimes they become like monsters. To say the worst, they become like monsters. Their behavior, everything, their conduct, values, everything do change. Sometimes even if they are Christians, they come out from school and they are no more Christians. And so how are you able to safeguard your mind, your understanding of God in all these things amidst the multitude of students with different ideologies and thinking and how they see things, perceptions and beliefs? How are you able to guard your mind from or against all these things?
Okay, so I would like to start answering this question from by using this memory verse. I've forgotten the exact
so you can paraphrase it and then let's go.
I know it's somewhere in Psalms.
Okay.
it goes like this. How does a young man keep his
Psalm 119. Psalm 119. Yeah, so reading from verse 1 going, it will give you the initial question, then it will answer by itself. And so keep on talking. I'll find out, confirm it for you.
Okay, so with that memory verse, and then I'll also like to state one. The Bible also says that guard your heart, for from it flows all the issues of life. Now, ask yourself, why there's the need to guard? Because, I mean, if there's nothing dangerous out there, why would I have to guard my heart? So for the Bible to use the exact words guard, is to insinuate or to create in our minds the picture that there's something out there. So be careful. Now, with regards to the question he asked,
so before you answer the question, so the quotation you were looking for, as I said, Psalm 119, then the question starts from verse 9. And so how can a young person stay on the path of purity? And so from there, it gives you all that you need to know. And one, it says that by living according to your word, meaning God's word, then I seek you with all my heart. Do not let me stray from your commands and all these things. I've hidden your word in my heart. So it gives all the ways we can live a pure life. In other words, living to please God. Yeah, so you are right.
Okay, thank you very much, man of God, Pastor Patrick. Okay, so back to trying to tackle this question. I just want to make the point that it's actually no lie what he said, that people go to school and then they come back as different people. It's all because of the exposure out there. I mean, when you're not in school, there's still exposure, but when you're in school, the exposure is like times 10.
Yeah, serious. I'm telling you.
You know, at least out here, we have the youth, we have the children, we have grown-ups. So maybe when you dress in a particular manner,
you have somebody to correct you, somebody to
you
check
have an old lady to
you.
look at you in a particular manner, and then you change. Or you have a child ask you questions and you feel guilty and then you change. But then in the university, there's no one like a child.
Even the children are seeing themselves as grown-ups even in the university. So.
Exactly. So it's like a whole community of youth trying to figure out how to
life.
Yes, trying to figure out exactly how to live their lives, what life is. So just as he said, because they are trying to figure out their unknown life, the tendency to make mistakes is very, 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 very high. And so most of the times, what we see are the results of the mistakes that have been learned. So let's say you went to school as year 1, and then because you've seen a lot of youth who are also trying to figure out life, they are wearing some dresses, they are doing some things, and you yourself, you are not really guarding your life because you're a bit, ignorant. You're still learning.
Yeah, you're also learning.
See? So if you are not able to guard your life against some things as a youth, you go and pick up those mistakes, not coming to the realization that these people are even still learning the way I'm learning.
That is the difficult aspect of life. It's like copying the one who is wrong.
Exactly. And then you come out feeling like, oh, okay, so I've seen it, or I know it all, and you are really ignorant of the fact that you've seen and known nothing.
Now, I learned about this, that you also have other hobbies. And can you share with us? You have other hobbies.
Okay, so aside being a student, I write spoken word. And
so you are a spoken word artist?
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah, so that is the name. Okay. Then what again do you do?
I write songs.
Songwriter.
Sometimes I play the piano.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I don't have a piano in the studio. I would have allowed you to play something small.
And I love acting as well.
When did you get into that one? Because I don't know about that one.
Oh,
I don't know.
You never observed me being dramatic. I've been acting since childhood, since I was a baby.
Okay, I will agree to that one because your lifestyle is just dramatic, and so that one I will agree.
Yes, I'm a drama queen.
But acting, that has really not come to mind. Thinking about it, I know there's one thing I know you suck about. you suck when it comes to that one, dancing. And so when it comes to those, I don't even look at you there. Not like, it means you have perfected your acting
We're still working on it.
You're still working on it.
But then it's something I love doing. I love acting.
I have no idea about that one. I have no idea. And it is my bad not thinking about it seriously.
Oh, don't worry.
And
I used to hide it because I wasn't getting the opportunity to do it as I wanted to. So I used to do it just in the room, just in my mirror and I.
Oh, okay. So does it mean that on campus, the videos that I've been seeing when it comes to the drama, you play a role in those?
Oh yes, sometimes.
Whoa! Do you know one thing? I don't watch them because I think you are not part.
Oh,
in my mind, you are not part all the time. So when you share those links and I see them, I'm like, oh, they are doing well. I don't take time to watch.
You're bad. You've not been watching my videos.
Oh God, pardon me on this one. Seriously. Then from today onwards, I will make sure that I find them, watch them. I didn't have in mind that you act too. That is really, really good. Wow. And so on campus, how are you able to put together the acting, the spoken word writing? Because the program you're reading at school, it demands time. It demands time. And so how are you able to put together all these and to be effective at each segment? So when it comes to acting, you are effective there. When it comes to spoken word, you're effective there. When it comes to your books too, you are effective. How are you able to put them together like that?
Okay, so with regards to spoken word, the acting and all of that, I'm part of AGCM.
Okay.
Assemblies of God Campus Ministry on campus. And as part of their departments, the department in the church, it's a ministry, but then it falls under the department in the church. It's called Anointed Theatre Ministry, ATM. So it's like the theater branch of the church, AGCM on campus. So I'm part of that group. And in ATM, we do the spoken word, the drama, the dance, everything theater you can think of in the church. So finding myself there gave me the opportunity to do spoken word and to act and build and learn how to dance.
Wow.
Yeah. And
so now you.
Oh yes, I'm better than I was when I went to campus. Oh, it's true. I don't know why you're laughing at me. Oh.
Now you dance too. Oh my goodness. No, ladies and gentlemen, you might not understand the reason I'm laughing because I've known Estella for over how many years? 10 years?
Yeah.
Over 10 years. And when it comes to dancing, it is something that she doesn't want to. She will enjoy people dancing, but she herself oh my God. If you see her dance, you will not love dancing again. But I'm surprised she's been able to put her basics together and now she can dance. That is good. I am really impressed about the whole thing. I'm really impressed. So Estelle, I didn't ask you one thing, but I know in our next video we will talk about it. How is relationship? Because now you are 19 or 18.
I'm 19.
19. Have you thought about relationship or you haven't?
Well, I have.
Oh, what prompted that idea or that thinking?
Oh, I thought of my age. I saw a lot of my friends involved in that, and so naturally to trigger something.
Okay.
Yeah, but then I had already made my stance, and it's part of my priorities, but then it's just not at the surface at this point.
At this point, oh, that is cool. Okay, so what would be your last words if a younger person who is going to university as a fresher, what would be your advice to the person and your colleagues? What would be your advice to them? Okay,
so for a younger person who is about going to the university, I would give you the principle I live by as an individual and a student: God and books. However,
in fact, that when you go home, write this one down: God and books. It's a serious title. Seriously, I'm telling you.
Yes, please.
Write it down.
I know God. So yes, but don't forget the issue of relationships. You know, when I list my priorities, for now they go like God, books, relationships. You know, if I could say, I would just say God, because you know, in God
all these things are factored
Yes.
into it.
The God you're following will encourage you to study, to show yourself approved. The God you are following will
Love your neighbors as
encourage,
yourself.
yes, will encourage you to choose friends like Jonathan. Yes, good friends. I mean, there are lots of scenarios of good friends in the Bible. So you actually find this relationship and book staying in God. But I mean, just to shorten it. Yes.
I was told that you have a surprise for me, and I'm eager to know. So please, what is it? What is it that you have for me?
Okay, so
no, what is it? I want to see. Bring it up. What
you
is
want
it?
to see it?
Bring it up. What are you opening? Let me see.
This is what I'm opening. This
Okay.
is my cute bag.
Okay, so
You can see it, right?
Yes, I can see it now.
Okay, so yes, so this is
oh my god. Whoa, sorry if I'm hurting your ears. Sorry if I'm hurting your ears. Sorry.
Okay, so this is a token of my gratitude.
Thank you.
I mean, so much than my words could express to this gentleman, man of God, Pastor Patrick here. So, yes.
In fact, I will open this myself. Then I will show you to my people later on, not now.
Okay.
I will show you to you people, okay? Thank you very much. In fact, it's been wonderful talking to you, and I think this will be one of the best videos that we will upload. And audience, please, when you get rich of it, watch it to the end of it, share with people, comment, and let's know your opinion. Like, let's know your understanding everything. If you have any question, you can put that in the comment section and we will talk about it later. We love you, and make sure you take care of yourself and be an example out there and reflect Christ. God bless you. See you in the next video.
God bless you.
Bye-bye. Estella, wave them.